Hi everyone, my name is Patty Mertz. For those of you who do not know me, I am the Family Supports and Educational Coordinator or Consultant at the Eastern Pennsylvania Down Syndrome Center. We are taking this time to answer questions that our membership has sent in to us regarding any medical concerns they may have, or questions and or educational questions or concerns they have during this crazy time that we're all experiencing at home while we're staying safe and healthy. So the very first question that I'm going to answer is a question that came in stating, what are some easy ways I can help my daughter with her schoolwork while at home, since I am not a therapist or a teacher? And I want to start off, I'm going to spend quite a bit of time talking about managing school from home. And I think the most important thing for us all to remember right now, that self-care is really important. Our priority really should be on the safety and well-being of you and your family members. So let's continue to talk a little bit about school that we're all trying to juggle from home. And I'm going to start off by saying that communication with the teacher and team is really, really important. And what we need parents to do is clearly explain to your team members, what you can do. So what I mean by that is, how much time do you have during the day to spend with your son or daughter working on school work? You want to also tell them what you want to do. Maybe you just want to read to your son or daughter. Maybe you also want to do flashcards, or you really just want to focus on playing games. So make it really clear what it is that you want to do. And then also, what do you need? So you might need some visuals, or maybe it's important to have question and answer time once a week or once a day with your son or daughter's teacher. So really, really clearly communicate to school or to team members what it is that, again, you can do, what you want, and what you need. The other thing is, structure and routine are really important for our students with disabilities. So you want to start off small. Visuals are going to be very helpful. A visual schedule, for example, can be very helpful. And again, if this is all things that are difficult for you to create or make, just simply ask the teacher. They can utilize anyone on the team, the paraprofessional or whomever. They could even schedule a porch drop-off if there are materials or items that could be beneficial or helpful to you during this time. Another great strategy would be the first and then strategy. So again, there are great websites. I have included quite a few resources or websites on our website, the Eastern Pennsylvania Down Syndrome's website, that you can go to. And again, you can see examples of these strategies. You can make your own cards again. So it would simply be, first we're going to read, and then we're going to play outside. And again, those visuals would be simply pictures or cards that have a picture of your son and daughter reading, or a book, if you will, and then the outdoors or your swing set or something like that. You can personalize it, or you can, again, just keep it more generic and use a picture of the outdoors and a picture of a book or somebody reading. For our older students, a checklist or a schedule would work just fine. You also want to use preferred activities as reinforcers. So again, first we're going to do our math problems, and then we're going to get to listen to our story with our headphones. So again, whatever the preferred activity is for your son or daughter, you really want to use those to reinforce the less preferred activities. The activity should be brief and fun. So remember, let's try to make it fun. You can try to involve different people in the family to, again, spice things up or to have some variety. So if you have, let's say, a high schooler at home that can maybe help your second grader who has special needs or an IEP, maybe they can work with your son or daughter and practice some of the activities or exercises, again, to try to support you and to create some more of that variety. Another strategy that I really like is I do, we do, you do. And this is a strategy where first you're going to model what it is you want your son or daughter to do. So it might be, let's say, for example, practicing writing letters. And so you're going to demonstrate, first we go down and then we go over. Then you might do it hand over hand with your son or daughter. So then this is the we do part. So first of all, your son or daughter would watch you do. This is the I do part. Then we do it together, and then you do, where you would be supporting your son or daughter doing that activity. I think it's really important to also take this time to focus on special interests or fascinations. So let's say your son or daughter is really into Legos. Well, this would be the opportunity to utilize Legos in as many of the activities or lessons or your time working with your son and daughter that you have. You can count Legos, you can sort Legos, you can read an online book about Legos, you can paint with Legos, you can obviously build with Legos. So there are many, many ways that you can utilize your son or daughter's special interests. Let's say it's whales. That would be another example. Well, again, you can tape you can cut out pictures of whales, and you could simply tape a math problem on each whale and hide them around the house, and your son or daughter goes and finds them, and again then would finish the problem or actually do what the vocabulary word or whatever it is that you would tape on there. Another great idea I want to share with you from Chris Lemons from Stanford is what we call PDF, playtime, downtime, family time. And this is really, really also important. So playtime, actual play through games, let's say. Look at what we can do with Sorry, with counting, and the memory game. Again, you can do, if your son or daughter's into Jenga, you can take each block and again tape a vocabulary word on or as many of the vocabulary words as you have, and while you're playing the game Jenga, if your son or daughter picks a block that has one of those vocabulary words or a science fact or something on it, they would have to read that to you or tell you what that is. Paula Kluth has an incredible amount of resources and website, and she has on Pinterest an idea of how we connect music to the curriculum. So that is, again, something else that you could go to her website and look for ways. It has, for example, a song about the weather cycle. And so if your son or daughter's into music, which most of our loved ones with Down syndrome are very much into music, this might be another fun way to tap into the curriculum or to help with some academics. We definitely want to stay connected with our friends through Zoom or FaceTime. So again, this is all part of this playtime, downtime, family time. We can talk about some of our academics through chores or functional skills. So again, sorting the utensils as we're emptying the dishwasher, or again, think about all the things we can do with laundry. And these are all ways that your son and daughter is learning and working on their skills while they are at home. I think I touched on all of those. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling over some of my notes here to make sure that I touched on everything. I think again, what we want to really remember during this time is that patience and communication are really important. We as parents at home, we want to make sure that we're not trying to do too much. If the expectations coming home from teachers are too much and it's more than you can handle or more than you're interested in, you really need to let them know. And remember, we want to focus on maintaining a comfortable, happy experience. So if you have any other specific questions at any time, feel free to reach out to me at the Eastern Pennsylvania Down Syndrome Center, and I would be happy to answer any other questions you have or help with any additional resources. So thanks so much and take care.